Hi, I'm Johnny. I'm a global artist ambassador for FENIX360, and I'm blessed to be joined today by the singer, songwriter, and actor, ANA LIA. Hi, ANA LIA.
Hey. Hello, John. Thank you for having me. Very excited to be here.
Oh, likewise. I'm very excited to have you here and looking forward to sharing your journey as an artist, ANA LIA. But first, can we tune in to one of your tracks on your YouTube channel? I
Oh,
would
yeah, let's do it.
I would love to share with them your track Abul. Okay?
Mhm.
Super. All
Vámonos.
right, everyone, let's tune in now to ANA LIA with Abul.
Otra vez otro mensaje sin leer. Es la última vez que me lo vas a hacer. Con esta canción te dejaré saber qué vaina contigo. Tus palabras me saben a miel. Y es que ahora ya puedo ver tu interés y deja ver cuando te conviene bien. Qué pena, chichi, ya me harté. Y quién sabe si cuando tu show se acabe te quedes sin son, sin clave. Y ahora quién que te va a celebrar. Y quién sabe si cuando te pongas aquí adelante falten las ganas de saludarte. Como dice mi papá te digo yo, Abul, Abul, Abul. Quién sabe quién eres tú, Abul, Abul, Abul. Te dejo que vaya con Dios.
ANA LIA, great to share your music with everybody. Thanks so much. Now, listen, can you tell me about you now? Where are you from and how did you become a singer, songwriter, and an actor?
So, okay, I am from Dominican Republic. I was born and raised there, but now I live in Canada. I'm also Canadian now. I moved here precisely because I've always dreamed of, well, I guess I've become it now, but when I was a kid, I always dreamt of being a singer, an actor, even dancer. And since I was a little kid, I was always the one that at family gatherings, I was like with my grandparents. I was pretending I was a teacher and they were the students. I would always set up a play of some sort and I would write songs like little jingles, kiddie songs, not songs that I would release now, but I was always very musical. Yes, very much into entertainment, very much into art. Always. I painted all sorts of different artistic endeavors. And I think I take after my mom in that aspect. She's very artistic, even though she she's not professional.
Uh-huh.
But that's how I started getting into it. And then when I was like 13, I at high school we had like a drama class. It was the first drama class my school ever had. And we were setting up a play, and I fell in love with the process. And I was like, this is amazing. And
Right.
then a year or two later, and I was begging my mom, like, please put me in like drama classes, like, please, I love it. So she put me in drama classes. And then later on, I saw Glee, that famous TV show. Do you remember that? The TV
Yep, of
series?
course. Yes, right.
Yeah. And that TV series to me had it all. Like it had, they were singing and they were acting and they were dancing. And I was like, oh, that's what I want to do. And then I found out that that was called musical theater. It's not that it didn't exist at all in Dominican, but it's just, it wasn't common enough for me to think that you could study that and that you could make that a career.
Understood.
So I fell in love with it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I think that's what I want to do. And lo and behold, I moved to Canada because I found a good program here, Randolph College for the Performing Arts, where they train you as a triple threat performer. So, singing, dancing, and acting.
Uh-huh.
And I graduated, and a couple years later, I've been performing. I have a band called Santerias, but I also started releasing music as ANA LIA, a solo artist, in 2020. And we're here now, 5 singles later.
ANA LIA, I
Yeah.
love that story. It's amazing, you know, and coming from the Dominican Republic and then studying in Canada and kind of launching your professional career, the inspirations of your mom, you know, I think that she really has been influential in the that you now are bringing to bear. But with these kinds of feelings that you had starting as like a child, you know, you wanted to perform. There was something in your imprint, in essence, that wants you to deliver on that. And I'm really thankful, grateful that you're doing, you know, following your heart in that way.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So now what I want to know is, you know, were there other kinds of, you know, what was it like in the Dominican Republic? Were there other kinds of artists that you may have seen on the world stage or locally that may have inspired you to want to be an artist yourself?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I am continuously inspired by so many different artists and arts and art forms, I guess, and even regular day people. But so for example, growing up, Juan Luis Guerra, he's a number one songwriter musician in the Dominican Republic, in my opinion, and in many Dominicans' opinion. If you meet a Dominican, ask them about Juan Luis Guerra, and they'll be like, yeah, our pride and joy.
That's cool.
Yeah, like he, for example, was very inspiring to me. You could see him bringing merengue, which is a very Dominican genre, and a lot of other fusion of Latin music to stages of the world. Like he went to the States, he went to Europe and all over Latin America, and I was like, that is amazing. And he writes his own music, he composes it, he sings it and performs it, and it's just like state of the art, in my opinion. And then you see, I was also inspired by Sade. Do you know who Sade is? Sade, I don't know how you, Sade, like smooth operator.
Of course, yes.
Yeah, how do you pronounce her name? I never know.
Is it Sade?
Sade?
Yeah.
It's SADE.
You do better than I do. Yeah.
I don't know, some people, anyway, her.
Yeah.
I've always loved her. I love
such a sexy vibe and like,
yes.
You know, yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, and she doesn't need to do much. I love that. I love her. I've always been a fan of her music and her persona on stage. That's like, again, we could sit down and I can talk about so many different influences, but growing up, I would say, yeah, Alejandro Sanz, another famous Spanish singer-songwriter, and even flamenco music. My mom used to listen to a lot of flamenco and flamenco rumbas, like the Gypsy Kings, and you're gonna hear all of those influences in my music.
That's cool. Yeah, I love it. First of all, you know, it's great to, you know, hear you talk about these artists with such, you know, appreciation, you know, and Sade, I think is the way we might have pronounced that. But nevertheless, I love these influences, and obviously it's demonstrating in your own kind of frequency, your own sound and your own work. And tell me about your band.
Yeah. So Santerias, the one I mentioned before.
That's
right.
So
Santerias is a Latin funk fusion band. I joined them in 2015 and we released an EP in 2018 called Hurricane. And we do a lot of, like I said, fusion. We love mixing the Western sounds with world music. So some of the songs are, for example, we do some covers. We do a lot of original music, but we also do some covers. And a good cover that we do, not good, I mean, I think it's good, but I'm saying it's like a popular one is what I'm trying to say, that people like. It's Come Together by the Beatles, for example. So it's technically like a rock song, but we play it with like cumbia at the same time. So we fuse it with cumbia. And then at the intro, I do like this jazzy vocals. So it's like, we love fusing, and it's 4 of us. We're a quartet, and 2 of them are Chileans. One of them is Venezuelan, and then there's me, Dominican, in Toronto. So like it's a fusion of cultures and influences.
Oh man, they all complement one another. And you certainly, when you articulate in your speech, it's this beautiful accent that you do have.
Thank you.
Man of the language, and obviously multiple languages. You speak Spanish as well, right?
Yeah, my mother tongue.
Yeah, of course. So at any rate, I'm looking forward to following your progress in terms of what you have that you're working on now. What are you working on now, ANA LIA?
So I am very excited to say that I don't know if it works the same in the States, but Canada has some different programs or grants. You can get grants awarded by the province or the city or the country. And I was awarded some funding to record my first album as ANA LIA. So I am very excited to get going on that. Yeah. So hopefully soon enough we'll have an album, but obviously gonna take some time. We're gonna record it first and all that, but there's certainly some singles coming out before that. One of them has actually a djembe in it that I see in your room. Yes, I have a djembe player playing in it. So that's why I was like, that's a djembe.
Yes, indeed. Yes.
Yeah, and it's gonna be a collaboration with another artist that I've always wanted to work with, and she's a fellow Latina as well here in Toronto. So yeah, there's that, and then I'm constantly auditioning for roles. Hopefully you can catch me on a small big screen someday soon too.
Well, you are going to look forward to following your progress. And I want everyone to do so as well by tuning in to the social media links for ANA LIA that you see below our interview today. And also look for her rising up on the FENIX360 app as well. Yes. So thank you so much for joining me, ANA LIA. I'm so grateful and also excited for your solo career in terms of how you bring in your collaborations and all the influences and integrations that you're developing, your unique voice and sound. Thank you so much for being with me. I really appreciate you.
Thank you, John, for taking the time, and thank you for this lovely interview and platform. Thank you.
All right. Take care, ANA LIA. Muchas gracias.
Bye. De nada.
Loca, mira que me quiero. Mira. Loca, no. Ahora, ¿verdad? Ahora quiere. Ay, papi, muy late. Lo siento. Tantas veces que te fui a buscar y en tu lista no era prioridad. Y ahora quiere hablarme y dice que me quiere ver. Sí, no sé. Tantas veces que te había llamado y ahora dice que me va a cuidar. ¿Pa' qué quiere hablarme? Dice que me quiere ver. Sí, no sé. Me sigue llamando. Luego suena el reloj como cosa loca. Tic-toc, tic-toc, no sé qué te voy a decir. Me tiene sudando y otra vez me vuelve a poner boba. Tic-toc, tic-toc, me tengo que decidir. Cómo cambian las cosas, que ahora soy la que cosa y decidí que no hay más tiempo para ti. No está en mi calendario dedicarte un espacio y ya te di mucho tiempo y fui infeliz. Pero mira, wow. Pero mira. Atiéndete. Oye, ahora de que ahora porque él maduró y esta vez él él está para mí, para una jeva como yo. Oye, pero uno tiene que oír cosas. Amigo, que soy yo, que no tengo usted ya. ¿Cuántas veces miré yo el celular?